So far we've learned these patterns. We said that if you want to create a perfect tense verb, then you have to plug root letters into this pattern, yeah? فَعَلَ or فَعِلَ or فَعُولَ. If you want to create an imperfect verb, then you have to plug root letters into this pattern. So يَفْعَلُ or يَفْعِلُ or يَفْعُلُ. We've also said that you can derive pronouns from these patterns. For example, فَعَلَ, there's an invisible he inside, meaning he did. If you say فَعَلَتْ or فَعَلْتَ, فَعَلْتِ, فَعَلْتُ, then you're changing the pronoun of that pattern. You're changing the doer of the verb, yeah? Likewise, يَفْعَلُ means he is writing. If you want to change the doer, then you change the beginning. So it's أفعل or تفعل or تفعلين. And again, you can change the doer in this way, yeah? We've also said that you can create the active and participle patterns by plugging them into their respective patterns, yeah? Let's go through a quick example just to jog your memory. So, if we have the root letters kaf, ta, and ba, you know that any word with these root letters is going to have something to do with writing, yeah? So, if you plug kataba into the fa'ala pattern, kataba, it means he wrote. If you plug it into the yaf'alu pattern, it becomes yaktubu, which means he is writing or he writes. If you plug it into the fa'ilun pattern, it becomes katibun, which means a writer. If you plug it into the maf'ulun pattern, it becomes maktubun, which means written. And let's leave the verbal noun blank for now, yeah? Because the verbal noun doesn't have a fixed pattern. Let me do another example so you can see what I mean. So if we do go through the example of arafa, so if we have the root letters ain, ra, and fa, any word with these root letters will have something to do with knowing, yeah? So plugged into the first pattern, it becomes arafa, which means he knew. Plugged into the second pattern, it becomes ya'rifu, which means he knows. Plugged into the third pattern, it becomes arifun, which means a knower. Plugged into the fourth pattern, it becomes ma'rufun, which means known. What is a verbal noun? A verbal noun in Arabic is a masdar, mim, sad, dal, ra, masdar. So a masdar, which means a verbal noun, which means nothing to you, because we don't really talk about verbal nouns in English, is a concept. Yeah, it's the word for a concept. So swimming, writing, looking, yeah, these are concepts, these ing words. However, they're not always ing words. So enjoyment is a concept, happiness is a concept. So all of these words fall under the category of masdar, yeah, that is talking about the concept. So the masdar of kataba would be writing, yeah, the concept of writing. The masdar of arafa would be the concept of knowing. For example, the masdar of kataba would be kitabatun. Whereas the masdar of arafa is ma'rifatun. Yeah? You see how they don't fall into the same pattern? They don't rhyme in that exact same way, which is why I left the verbal noun blank, yeah? And these aren't the only two patterns for verbal nouns. So aklun is the concept of eating. Julusun is the concept of sitting. So you can see it's very random. You have to memorize words with their masdars as they come. And usually with Arabic learners, you'll find that they have this row of templates memorized. And what it does is, because you have it memorized, if you know one word on that template, you can travel along the template and figure out what all the other words are, yeah? I'll give you an example. This is a shorter version, so I won't say all the words. So they'll say, كتب يكتب فهو كاتب. كتب يكتب فهو مكتوب. كتابة اكتب لا تكتب. So you can see how knowing this scale helps you travel along it. And it's also why, because the masdar changes, you have to have the masdar memorized with the root words. Yeah? Final question, which is a common question. You might say, well, if this word means writing, can I not just say huwa kitabatun to mean he is writing? Yeah? So huwa, which means he is invisible, and then kitabatun, kitabatun, which means he is writing. Would it be wrong to say that instead of yaktubu? Yes, it's completely wrong, because this is denoting the action, yeah? He is writing. Whereas this is saying he is the literal embodiment of the concept of writing, which is completely wrong, yeah? You don't mean that he is the literal embodiment. You mean to say that he is undertaking the action of writing, right?